Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here. Welcome to episode 31 of my Modular Mayhem Let's Play series. Today, I'm going to start something different, something new. Any of you who might know it may have done some before. I'm going to start Essentialcraft. Now, I've never touched Essentialcraft at all, so kind of going to be learning as I go along and probably making some pretty bad mistakes. So, as always, tips, comments, etc. in the comments box. But this is the book here. This is just a basic book, and to craft the basic book, it doesn't crash. There we go. 3 books, and then just some of these dies and the feather around the outside gives you the basic book. Now the basic book doesn't have heaps in it. It's got some bits and pieces. And I have sat there and I've read through a bunch of this stuff. One of the things I have made off camera, I guess, is the soul stone. So as it says here, to make a soul stone, throw some emeralds on an emerald block. Now you do get the emerald block back, and it makes a soul stone. What the soul stone does, if you can see there on the tooltip, is it tracks your magical matrix. It's a little bit like blood magic in that you've got a personal amount in your in a bank sort of thing. But this tells you how much is in your personal bank and whether it's neutral or there's some other bits and pieces that we'll get into as we go through the mod. But see here. Every living thing has an MRU matrix, so that's, as I said, sort of like the bank. Now if you go back, where is it? It's here. MRU is basically, it's magical radiation unit. MRU, magical radiation unit, there we go. But yeah, it's kind of a magic mod, I guess. And you may have heard, as I've been walking around, you may have heard those really noisy, I think it was in one of the early episodes, the real noisy node things. And that's what we're going to be working with. So one of the things I am going to do is I'm going to make another area to do this in, because I believe there is like a tank that you've got to make to capture those node things in, and I don't really have the space, and you can see I'm having a bit of a chunk loading issue here at the moment. I think that's because I've got too many chunks loaded. I haven't managed to walk around and load everything up yet. But yeah, you can see we've got getting some night visions from one of these crystals. Yeah, you can see everything hasn't loaded up, and I'm not sure with that. That's one of those, one of the nodes we're looking for from this mod, from this Essentialcraft. So somewhere over there is a nice little area we might try and investigate later. So yeah, I'm not sure why this is doing this. I think it's got something to do with the miner I set up on the moon. I did it just to really get a bit more stuff for this. So you can see here this thing's getting filled up fairly quickly. We're at 45,000 now. So because I wanted to do this, the ME bridge, and I haven't gotten there yet because I just didn't have enough items. So what I've added here is moon rock, moon turf, and moon dirt. So I've got that the miner up on the moon, and it's just doing an 80 square patch. And yeah, it's just sort of dumping everything in. So we are getting some of the moon ores, which there isn't a ton of. You can see here we're getting some Galacticraft tin and copper. And I don't have them set up to automatically go into the system yet. But what all I've been doing is just really coming in and doing what you just saw there, is grab them out, come over and throw them in the chest. I'm not getting heaps, just getting enough to not warrant putting it in automatically. Alright, so as I said, I've gone through this book a little bit, and if you are going to start on Essentialcraft, it is good to read through it. It tells you all about it. It tells you how to make the book, which, I mean, if you've already made the book, it's a bit redundant telling you how to make the book. But yeah, read through the book because it is helpful. Right. Before we can get too much further, we need to make the next level of this book. Let's see, I've got the Essentialcraft tab open here. One of the things I want to get into is I want to try things like this magical quarry and some of these other things. Enchantment table, repairer, that could be cool. So yeah, it looks like there's some pretty cool stuff here. I want to give it a go. What do we got? Looking for the books. Somewhere in here. Okay, so level 2 book. So each one, you've got to level the book up to get the next level. So you can see here it says contains knowledge basic. This one says contains knowledge basic and MRU. And to get that, you need 4 of the gems, which you can mine in world. And then you need 4 of the cores. Now the cores are in the first part of the book. It tells you how to make them. I think I made them. I just made a couple of the elemental cores, which are very simple. It's just one of those gems, some stone and some iron. Very simple and easy to do. This gets us level 2 of the book. Now what does that unlock? This bit here. Whoa. Alright, so we can now bound gemstone, matrix destructor, radiating chamber, radiated items, magician table. You can see there's a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, so pretty much machines in Essentialcraft can generate or transfer MRU. We're talking about transferring right now. Every machine that can accept MRU will have a special slot with a grey gem icon in it. This slot is for the bound gem. So the idea is you bind a gem to one machine that produces MRU, and then you put that gem in the machine that uses it, and it transfers it. It's a magic mod after all. It does it wirelessly. There's no need for cables or wires or anything like that. Let's just get rid of this rain. As I said, I've only seen a little bit of it done. I haven't used it at all, but I guess what we need to do is work out how to. Well, that's fairly easy. Gem and some nether quartz gets us a bound gem. We're going to need a couple of them, I imagine. So what's this matrix destructor? You need a lot of MRU energy to work your machines. Even the first one already require energy. To create your first bits of energy, you will need this device. And we're going to use MRU from there to create our first MRU. Okay. However, you only get 10% of your matrix energy converted to MRU. To use this device, just put a soul stone into the slot and start consuming the matrix of the person the stone is bound to. So never give anyone your soul stone. So we need to make one of these. Matrix destructor. Alright. Let's have a look. It'll be up here somewhere. I think I'm just gonna matrix. Here it is. So to make this, you can see there's a lot of different bits and pieces. We need 2 heat rods. 1, 2. Some iron frames. First we need another one of these cores. And MRU linking device. Oh, 8 of them, cool. Pale ingots from Essentialcraft, which is generally just gold. Yeah, see, there's no pale, but gold is the other thing that is usable there. Yep, you can see it's rotating through gold. So yeah, and this collecting device, which again, alright, so that should give us The Matrix Destructor. As I said, I was going to make an area, and I still haven't tidied this up yet, Triax, sorry. I will get to it. I was going to make an area out here. Now I know it's a little bit close to that node there, but kind of want it a little bit away from the base. So I was thinking this area here, I'm going to clean this area out. And the other reason for doing it out here, see over there behind that cow, there's actually a node there. So I believe you can move the nodes with this, so I was going to drag it over from there. So what I might do is I might cut camera here. I'm going to pump out this lake of ender liquid and transfer it to my drum. I'm going to flatten this area out a bit and give myself a little bit of a pad to work with. So back in a tick. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm just trying to set up an AE system wirelessly. Now I was told that the bug where I need to reconnect these every time has been fixed in the latest revision. So fingers crossed this is going to work. I'm just kind of tapping into the channel back here, and I think I might actually be out of channels there, but we'll see how we go. I'm just going to run. Let's see if I've got enough. Might be able to put one of these cable connectors like here, and then maybe run another one to, I don't know, here, and then place. I want to face that the other way, don't I? That's my wrench. Okay, can't wrench it up. Break it though. I'll just place him here. Idea being that I want to do that. Terrible. I didn't put that down there. I'm pretty sure I didn't anyway. Just want to place this here, like so. Cable. Hang on. I need to put one of these on top, don't I? I need to use a special hammer. Yep, got to use the engineer's hammer, which is hiding in one of my bags somewhere there. Alright. Ooh. Thought I could almost jump this high. Oh, I can. Crawl up. Crawl up the post. Alright. Like that. That. There. Here. And there. Over to here. I'm not sure that's going to link, and I think I'm going to have to put some dense cables here. I was kind of hoping not to, but I just can't remember how many cables I used here. I think it was too many. I'm going to pop a cover off here so I know where to replace with. Put that cover off. I'll run dense to that point there. But yeah, so let's get back to what we were doing. I so rudely interrupted myself. Right, so I'll set this up in a minute, but that's just so I can get materials out here. Oh, is it working? Oh, it's working. I don't think it's working correctly because it doesn't have all my stuff here, so it's sort of working. So I'd say it's dropping bits and pieces off the network. But yeah, so let's get this little unit and drop him. It's there for now, I guess. Now I think the idea was to drop that in there, and apparently you get more of this MRU when you kill items, kill people, kill mobs, kill, I don't know if it works when you kill cows, but you do get MRU. So I guess that's, what do we got? We've got 396. Let's go and bump off a couple of cows. Alright, that was 396. Let's see if this gave me some. Oh yeah, so it looks like any mobs will give you MRU. And if you do have any of these baubles, there is some that increase the amount of MRU you get per kill. I do have a bunch over in a chest over here. Where is it? One of these chests. Okay, so I've got a bunch here, so increased. Oh, might grab that one. So this one will give you less of the UBMRU, but you'll get more XP. Well, that one's a good one. Corruption heals. So yeah, you can see I've got a bunch here. I do like the preventing of blocks yield more drops, but it costs MRU. I do like the one that what is it here, the resistance to wind tricks, because I was getting some of those wind mages, and they were really becoming annoying. All right, so we've got a little bit of energy. So what does our book tell us next that we're going to need? Just while I'm here. Dense. I do have a few dense cables. So let's duck downstairs and just fix up that cabling so my A system works properly. So if I take, we got, oh no, that's not one. No, where do you go? You go up there. Alright. Okay, that's a cable cover. Alright, so we've got a dense to there. Where does that go? Up to the middle. And from there it goes... Oh, it's coming back here. I only want one of it. So maybe I should have tied in... Might move that cable over and I'll tie in behind here. Let's see if that'll work a bit better. I'll put these covers back on. I need to go over what? 3 blocks? I must have lost one of these. I'll back up. It's probably upstairs. Yeah, look. Yeah, it goes through the floor. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. There's the block. Hello. Whatever. Alright, so at the back here. And I'll just there it is there. So if I, instead of connecting here, get rid of that one, we'll go that way instead. I swear I had more than that. Really? Tools, there it, not that. Here it is. Put the dents away. It's going to give me more channels. I'm hoping that'll work. Oh. Yep, that's how it works. That's how I get stuck in the wall. Alright, so looks like we got a line here. I'm hoping that that means that over here is working correctly. If it is, we should see... No. Alright, that's definitely not working. Oh, maybe it is. Let's have a look. I think it's being sorted by item name. And number and... Oh yeah, that's working. So there's a block of emerald from before. So what I might do is I'll do that again. Let's dump this stuff away for the moment. There's some emeralds. So let's make another one. Because I've put that thing in over there. Let's just get it on top. There you go. It just takes a couple of emeralds. There it is there, another soul stone. I think you right click it to track yourself, yep. That's it. So now I've got another one that will tell me my levels again. And it's still connected in here, kind of like the orbs from Blood Magic, I believe it is. So at the moment I've got a pure node, well I've got pure matrix, I guess. And I've got 415 MRU, which we'll have to up a little bit when it becomes night time, I think. 415. What do we get? Kill a cow, and I'm now at 457. So it's at 42. 42 from a cow. That's not too bad. So I guess the plan is to... Let's work out what else we need for the next bit. Let's dump stuff in here. Now, the only thing at the moment, I'm not in the Rainbow Forest. Oh, I kind of am, and I'm kind of not. So Ender Forest here, Rainbow Forest here. So I may end up getting another sapling just to make sure this area doesn't have spawns. I still want to be able to kill monsters, so maybe I'll just leave it for the moment. Alright, what do we got? So that's this first machine, the Matrix Destructor. What is next? So we've got radiated chamber here. Miniature fusion reactor. Sometimes you need to radiate 2 items of MRU to get something different. Something interesting, something that you can use in crafts. And this device serves that exact purpose. Wait for something to sneak up behind me. This device is able to radiate both blocks you put in the top and in the bottom slots with MRU supplied with. However, there is one thing to notice. It takes the balance of the MRU into account. Every recipe in this thing has an upper balance threshold and lower balance threshold. Okay. I'm not sure if I need it, but let's make one anyway. On there. What does it need? Diamond plates. I needed 4 of them, I think. Another heat rod. Maybe I'm just paranoid. What else we got? A couple of these eye of absorption. You can see I'm going to need a lot more ender pearls. Hence why I got that, that farm going. But I haven't finished setting the farm. I haven't automated the farms into the AE system. Let's see. I know these things can hurt you when they're running. No bound gem, so I need to make a bound gem. Where are they? No, they're easy though. Like a gem and nether quartz, aren't they? Bound gem. So, what does it say? I like shift right click and right click. I don't know. Right click and then put it in there. Alright. So now it's transferring the MRU from here into this unit. And I'm sure we'll get into that in a second and what that can do for us. So obviously certain items require, so this magical essence is redstone and blaze powder in the radiating chamber, and it requires 100 MRU. Okay, so you can see here there's a bunch of stuff that is going to be required to make each of these items. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research, I think, in between episodes. But you can see, another magical mod, something a little bit different. I know we are going to need to get to, I don't know, like, wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Magical replanter, magical item shop, magical crafter, magical breeder, magical animal separator, terrain smasher. Right, so we're going to have to do a little bit more work with this and find a few recipes to do. I want to find some mobs. Alright, so this is working. That's going to continue working from anything I collect. And then I'll look through the book and I'll work out how to drag that node over to the multi-block, which I know is in here because I've seen Iskandar do it. And it will generate power from that node, depending on what sort of node it is. Depends on what energy it provides. So I'm not sure if I need the next level book for that as well. Let's just run back to base. And something that was mentioned to me on the comments of the previous episode was to change this out for the ender cores. What do they require? Ender core. I don't think I can magically. I don't think I can auto do this yet. But I wouldn't mind getting to this. Perhaps I can just make a bunch of flim flam books. Semi cheap, I guess. Okay. Apparently I can make glasses on a book. But yeah, I was going to make magical wood, or there is a endstone recipe, I believe. Yep, sandstone, resin ender makes endstone. So I have some sandstone. No, I don't want that many. It's just, how many do I need? Whoop, don't want to walk backwards, I want to walk forwards. 2, 4, 6, 8. So if I get 16 of them for the moment, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 18. Let's just duck down. It's this one. Yep. So if I get 18 of these, throw them in there, you'll see we're using probably a bucket now. Still got 101 buckets worth in there, and as I said before, I was getting rid of those lakes of liquid ender. I need to put a pipe on it, aren't I? I've got another 134 buckets here, so I've got plenty. plenty of liquid ender to be able to make these. So while that's working, oh, lost all sorts of things today. Ah, there they are. Stop looking. Found them. Let's just throw this in here. Get my tank back. That'll pump into that tank. Yeah, so this will create endstone and throw it into the AE system. And nice. And now we can have, you've got growth of 0. That's not what I wanted. All these ones are a growth of 0. I'll replace with these. And hopefully it'll make them grow a little bit quicker. So, 4, this one's finished. This is so super quick now that I had those 2 pumps running. I had the 2 on here to build the pressure back up. And it's through the roof, so you watch. It's quite funny actually. Whoop. It's just far too quick. I don't know what's missing them. Where are them ones? Missed some. Yeah, so awfully quick. So hopefully that'll make them grow a little bit quicker. And I need to connect this to my AE system. So I'll do that in between episodes. I'll put a cable under here and I'll just make it so it will only pull out ender pearls. Just put a filter on the, let's see, do I have a bus on me? Yeah, there's an import bus. I'll put the import bus there. Just make it so it only removes ender pearls. That should help. I've got cable under there. I might have to go down this side because of that pressure cable, pressure pipe. Let's take that off there. This side, like so, and I'll run a cable underneath the floor. Alright, so in between episodes I'm going to do some more work. More work on getting the Essentialcraft area set up. Let's see if we can just grab the next level book. Oh, so to get, no, that's not, is that level 3? Okay, so to get the next level up, we need this void plate and MRU resonating crystals. So MRU resonating crystals, as you saw before, it's going to need 5,000 MRU, diamond, emerald. So I need 4 of them. And this isn't the issue. The ingredients here aren't the issue. This is the issue. I'm going to have to go and do a lot of killing. So I may end up, maybe I'll make a mob farm. Maybe I'll try and set up a mob farm in between episodes there, and we'll, that way I can just stand there and kill things. So I might not put a tree out there. I might build a mob farm just off to the side so I can just stand there and collect essence or MRU to power my machines. And then we need that. So what else did we need? We needed the gems. We needed void plate. So I'm going to need to get a magician table and then make void stone. Wow, which requires titanite, obsidian plates, and twinkling titanite. So obsidian plates is obsidian, red, and a magic fortified frame. Wow. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff we're going to need to do. Titanite doesn't I don't have anything for yet. So, alright, I'm going to call this the end of the episode here. I'm going to do a bit more work towards learning a bit more of the stuff that's in this book at the moment. I'm going to have a bit of a read through bits and pieces. I don't know if it had any more unlocking here. No, it doesn't look like it did. So I'm going to read a lot more of this and see what I need to do next. Oh yeah, look. So I just need a magician table to get to the next level, to the 3rd level. So that's alright. I'll make a magician table maybe. How hard was that? Magician table. Where are you? It's Corey. There. Okay. So I'll look into making this. I'll make a magician table. You can see here it's just this frame as I showed you before, and then some emerald plates. They look pretty cheap. So I'll make one of them, and I'll get the next level book for the next episode, and everything should be good. Alright, as always, please tell me what I've done wrong. Leave your comments, likes, etc. in the area below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot.